Hey everyone, it's Andy. Let me start with the good news. Rain is starting to move out of Kentucky, but we have been hit really hard. Massive amounts of rain have fallen on a number of our counties, creating flash flooding conditions, wiping out roads and bridges, and sadly, even taking a handful of lives. Here's where we are right now. We're just finishing the second major round of precipitation, but some counties got hit with almost record amounts of rain in very short periods of time. Cumberland County had over 8 inches of rain. Hart County over 7. Grayson County had about 5.5. But between yesterday and today, at least a dozen counties have been really hit. Steps we've taken, I've declared a statewide emergency that allows us to marshal all our resources to help our people during their time of need, especially during this search and rescue phase. 9 local counties have declared a state of emergency, as well as a number of cities. I've activated the state's price gouging laws because right now people are going to be going to get cleaning supplies, things to muck out their homes once the water recedes, and we want to make sure that nobody takes advantage of them. I signed an emergency order so pharmacies in areas that are hit can go ahead and fill people's prescriptions that have been washed away or are no longer safe to take. As an update, we're still sitting at 4 fatalities. We're waiting for the Department of Public Health to confirm, but we know we've lost at least 4 people. Thankfully, that number has not grown since yesterday, but there are a lot of rescues going on right now. Like I said, we're still in the search and rescue phase, and after we make sure that everyone is safe, we'll be doing damage assessments in communities because we're going to be asking for both public assistance and individual assistance from the federal government. At this time, we're tracking over 63 water rescues and evacuations, and I want to thank a lot of groups that have provided mutual aid. They include the Versailles Fire Department, the Anderson County Fire Department, the Winchester Fire Department. Other fire departments include Georgetown, Frankfort, and Lexington. Kentucky Fish and Wildlife has helped. Kentucky State Police Air Support, the Georgetown, Scott County EMA, and the Kentucky Urban Search and Rescue teams are out there helping as well. That is just a couple. All of the local emergency responders have worked really hard throughout the day yesterday and throughout the night to help protect as many of our people as possible. We have a number of families sheltering in Madison County. We have 8 households in shelters, 8 households in a hotel, at least 1 in an Airbnb. Thank you to Airbnb. They are once again offering some of their open houses and apartments for victims of flooding. They've come through the last several times for us and are a really good partner. There's also a shelter open in Clinton County. Right now, we've got about 320 homes in Madison County without water. Power outages, we now have down to 4,627. It was at about 10,000 for a very short period of time, but this doesn't appear to be an event where many people are going to be without power for too long. Roads have been impacted significantly. Be really careful if you're driving in any of these counties. If you can stay off the roads, do. Bridges have been wiped out, entire roads have been wiped away, and there is still standing and moving water. And sadly, at least one of our deaths was because someone attempted to drive through it. Major roads that have been hit, Kentucky 169, that's Tage Creek Road in Madison County. There is a bridge out at mile marker 11 there. Motorists should use KY 1156, that's Jacks Creek Road, as an alternate route. Kentucky 187 bridge in Edmonson County is impassable. Highway 68 in Edmonson is closed due to severe undercutting at the lake, and US 62 in Ohio County is blocked by flooding in 2 locations. But if you are in any of these hard-hit counties, you ought to expect that there are going to be significant challenges to driving on the roads until the water recedes, and then there's going to be significant damage that's going to alter at least some of your routes. Due to an increase in calls, please only call 911 if you are in an emergency, if your life is threatened. If you need support for non-life-threatening situations, use the following number, 1-800-255-2587. For up-to-date roadway conditions, don't call 911. open your browser and go to goky.ky.gov. I want to thank all of our first responders. I want to thank partners like Team Rubicon, who is helping in Grayson County, and the Ryan Hall Y'all Squad, which is providing cleanup kits in Madison County. He's a great Kentuckian who helps us all out. And finally, remember, if you want to help, you can donate to the Team Kentucky Emergency Relief Fund. All those donations go directly to help families. We're going to have at least 4 funerals that families are going to need help on. Remember, we all grieve together in Kentucky. This is just one small way you can help. Everybody out there, stay safe. The rain is just about done in all of Kentucky, and then we will dig out. Let's make sure we're there for the impacted families, just like we were in our first federally declared weather event. This is likely going to be the 16th. So we know what we're doing. We're good people. Make sure you look out after your neighbor and stay safe today.